Hi people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're covering a very interesting topic. We're covering stakeholder analysis. Who is a stakeholder? How can you draft your stakeholder analysis? I'm giving you a sample of the stakeholder analysis matrix. But before you look at the sample of how to do a stakeholder analysis, I want to define who is a stakeholder. The stakeholder is any person or group of persons that have a stake in the organizations. They can have interest in the organization, and they will work hard to protect their interests in the organizations. And the stakeholders, we have two types of stakeholders. We have primary stakeholders and secondary stakeholders. Primary stakeholders, these have key interests in the company and have power on the company. Some of the examples of primary stakeholders can include partners or shareholders, directors, managers, employees, trade unions. These are some samples of primary stakeholders. And under secondary stakeholders, among these you can have governments and agencies, the general public, the natural environment, and so many and so forth. So when you're drafting your stakeholder analysis, it's pertinent to know when you're doing your stakeholder analysis. Maybe if I'm doing a stakeholder analysis for particular organizations, who are the primary stakeholders and who are the secondary stakeholders, and how does each affect the organization or the project, and how you intend to can either be a negative effect or a positive effect. You want to find out what power they have on the project. They have low power and high interest, or high power and low interest, or high interest and high power. You want to categorize them in those different groups so that you know how to engage the different kind of stakeholders you have. So in my sample today, I have a sample of a stakeholder analysis of NYC University. This is my sample, and in the stakeholder matrix, some of the things you should look at are who is a stakeholder, the name of the stakeholder, maybe the contact person, the impact they may have on the project, how much does the project impact. How does the project impact them? Is it low, medium, or high? You specify. The influence, how much influence do they have over the project? Is it low, high, or medium? What is important to the stakeholder? How could the stakeholder contribute to the project? How could the stakeholder block the project? And the strategy for engaging the stakeholder. So this is just a brief example. One example I gave for this MRS University is maybe one stakeholder is we have the lecturers and support staff union, and the contact person is Carlos. You have to mention the contact person and email and web address. Impact they may have on the project or institution, since their staff is high. I mentioned this that among the primary stakeholders have a high interest in a project or organization. Also, their influence is high. Being a school or university, you know that your staff well-being is very important. That a successful school or university, I'm going to use these things interchangeably, it's also dependent on staff. If the staff are well pleased and managed, they can deliver, and you have very good results in your university or school. What is important to the stakeholder? You have to find out so that you know how you could possibly engage them. Maintaining working conditions for the lecturers, maintaining working conditions for them, and the support staff. Good working conditions for them, it's important to them if you have a staff. How could the stakeholder contribute to the project? Agree for the union members to implement the new reforms if Yeah, so in this project, we are again making an assumption that there are no new reforms, and if they state in their trade union and argue on them and they're proprietary to the unit of growth of their university, yeah, they will implement the new reforms. So you need to seek out that cooperation, knowing this is the kind of stakeholder I have, and this is how I'm going to engage them. How could they possibly block the project? By going on strike. We've seen this in many universities, maybe in Makerere, where lecturers going strike on, I think, delayed staff payments and so many issues that go on. So that affects the institution negatively and derails the work. Strategy for engaging them, you can come up with a strategy. This is just a sample. You can use this for any other project, any other institution, but I'm just giving you a sample that tentatively these are for a university. Maintaining a roughly table discussions for your project, you can know that this is the kind of stakeholder and how will I be able to engage them or please them. This is the strategy I should use or engage them on. So here we put maintaining round table discussions where you discuss with them on issues that are affecting them, how they want to be worked out. Yeah, engaging them on every level of the process. Then we have the parent advocacy group. Yeah, this is also high. The impact is high and the influence is medium, being that they're parents. What is important to the stakeholder? Maintaining quality of education of for their students. They would like to see a good, higher quality education service given to their students. It's very important to parents. So you should know that. Any institution should know what is the interest of this stakeholder and how can I engage them on that interest. Yeah. So how could the stakeholder contribute to the project? Communicate with other stakeholders to express their support for the reforms. So in this project, we gave an assumption that the university wants to establish new reforms for the university, adapting new policies. So you want to seek out these stakeholders on seeing that these new reforms have been adapted to well and accepted. Yeah. How could the stakeholder block the project? By making the complaint about the quality of service after the reports. Yeah, they can make complaints. Parents do that. Yeah, and how do you hope to engage them? The strategy for engaging them, information and feedback, and meeting them by annually every 6 months. Yeah, to share and giving them feedback on the progress so far. When you have the newspapers, the contact person is James Smith. The impact is low and the influence is high. What is important to a newspaper? Yeah, this is for them, of course, it's getting a good story. Yeah, how could the stakeholder contribute to the project? Print stories that support the new reforms. How could the stakeholder block the project? By putting stories that oppose the new reforms. And strategy for engaging the stakeholder, quarterly press meetings to give them what they need for their press. So this is briefly about a stakeholder analysis and the stakeholder matrix. Yeah, we shall cover more on maybe the stakeholder report. This is it briefly. Thank you very much. Like and share my videos, subscribe to the channel. It helps my channel to grow. If you like my content, kindly share it to other platforms, other learning platforms where they want to learn and grow. Yeah, thank you very much, and subscribe to my channel. Again, road to 100. I did 100 subscribers, so kindly make it for me. Yeah, I thank you so much that I've subscribed already. Please continue the support. I'll be having more educational videos, more education content where you learn skills that are practical to your job board, your day-to-day life. Yeah, thank you very much. Bye-bye.